a chilly Halloween night, and the streets were alive with children in costumes, while inside the Johnson home, a small family was enjoying a quiet evening. The parents, Mark and Lisa, were preparing candy for the trick-or-treaters, while the 9-year-old Emily sorted through her haul from earlier that outing. As the clock ticked closer to 9 p.m., the doorbell rang again. Mark opened the door, expecting to see a group of costumed kids, but instead he found a tall figure in a dark cloak, hidden beneath the hood.
"Trick or treat,"
the figure said. Mark, feeling uneasy, handed over some candy, but as he did, the figure lunged forward, pushing past him into the house. Panic surged through Mark as he quickly shut the door, locking it behind him. The intruder was not alone. He had a few accomplices hidden outside. They rushed into the house and chaos erupted. Emily screamed and Lisa grabbed a kitchen knife, ready to defend her family. What followed was a terrifying game of cat and mouse throughout the darkened rooms of their home. The intruders were methodical, searching for valuables, but they were met with a fierce resistance. In the struggle, one of the intruders knocked over a candle, igniting a curtain. As flames began to engulf the living room, Emily led her parents to the back door, where they narrowly escaped into the night. Outside, they saw other families fleeing, realizing that they weren't the only ones under siege. The Johnsons ran into the street, watching as their home burned, knowing that Halloween would never be the same again. At Crestwood High, the annual Halloween party was the highlight of the fall semester. Students danced in the gym, decorated with cobwebs and fake tombstones, while a DJ blasted spooky tunes. Among them was a popular girl named Mia, who had come dressed as a witch, completing with a pointed hat and a dramatic makeup. As the night wore on, the party took on an eerie atmosphere. The lights flickered and whispers seemed to echo from the corners of the gym. Mia felt a creeping sensation, as if someone was watching her. In the midst of the festivals, her friends dared her to explore the old science wing, rumored to be haunted. With a mixture of excitement and dread, Mia agreed, and a small group followed her into the dark, abandoned hallways. They stumbled upon a locked door that led to a forgotten laboratory. With a bit of effort, they managed to pry it open, revealing dusty equipment and a chilling atmosphere. In the center of a room stood an old operating table, covered in strange stains. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind them, and the lights flickered off. Panic set in as they realized that they were trapped. Shadows danced on the walls, and a low, menacing laugh echoed through the air. One by one, the friends went missing, pulled into the darkness by unseen forces. Mia, terrified and alone, felt her grip on reality slipping as she encountered a ghostly figure of a long-dead scientist eyeing her with malicious intent. Desperate, she stumbled back to the door, but it wouldn't budge. The last thing she heard before the darkness engulfed her was the DJ's voice announcing the end of the party, and as the gym door swung shut for the night, leaving the horrors of the science wing undisturbed. Until next Halloween. On Halloween night, the streets of Maplewood were filled with laughter and the sound of children running from house to house collecting candy. But in the outskirts of town, there was an old, decrepit house that no child dared to approach. One brave little boy named Oliver, dressed as a pirate, decided to venture towards the haunted house. His friends dared him. If he could knock on the door, and get Candy from the old lady rumored to live there, he would be a hero. As he approached the house, the wind howled and the air turned cold. He knocked on the door, and to his surprise, it creaked open. Inside it was dark and musty, with strange shadows flickering in the corners. "Hello?" he called out, his voice trembling. "Trick or treat." A voice echoed from within, soft and beckoning.
Come in, little private. I have plenty of candy for you.
Oliver hesitated but stepped inside, drawn by the promises of sweets. The door slammed shut behind him. As he turned to leave, he found it locked tight. The interior of the house seemed alive, the shadows growing larger and darker. An old woman appeared, her face obscured by shadows, holding a basket filled with candy. But as Oliver reached for a piece, he saw her true face, twisted and hollow, with eyes glowed like embers.
Do you want to stay with me, dear?
She cackled.
I have all the treats you could ever want.
Oliver's heart raced as he realized he was not the first trick-or-treater to enter this house. He caught a glimpse of a ghostly child, trapped in the corners, their faces twisted in fear. With every ounce of courage, Oliver bolted towards the door, but it wouldn't budge. The old woman laughed, and the house began to close in on him. Just as he thought he was lost forever, he found a window and squeezed through it, tumbling into the cool night air outside. He ran away, never looking back, vowing to never return to that haunted house. As he joined his friends, he realized that not every Halloween adventure ends with candy. Some lead to nightmares that stay with you forever. Hello everybody, it's Shadow Man, and I'm hoping you have a great Halloween. I know that I just stopped out of nowhere. I haven't made anything within the past month or so, couple weeks, but I'm locking in on this stuff. You're gonna see a whole lot more, and I hope this airs on Halloween. If not, if it didn't, I hope you had a great Halloween. If it is on Halloween, happy Halloween. This is Shadow Man on Beastly Horror, signing off. In the midst of the festivals. Yes. Yeah, we must get to the festival. The intruder was not alone. He had a few accomplices hidden outside. They rushed into the house, and chaos erupted. Emily screamed, and Lisa, it's Lissa. Oh my God.